Hi everybody, it's Alice Bejeweled Hedgehog. For my vlog, I am not sure what number, but I have done it for a week. And, I was not entirely certain when I started how long I was going to be able to keep it up. But it's funny, it's like getting past this marker. This is the second weekend I'm doing it. Makes me feel a lot more confident that I can really stick with it for 100 days. And Ayana, hi Ayana, says it's addictive, and I'm beginning to feel that. So anyway, here I am. And I thought I would start out with kind of concluding how I did with my goals from last week and talking about what my new set of goals were. We already know the breathing. I am doing the breathing as part of my day now, and I'm so pleased because it is healthy for me and I enjoy it. It is not onerous. It is not, oh no, I have to breathe and improve my posture. It's something that, yes, the improving my posture hurts my tummy muscles, but I'm much, much more aware of how much I slump, and it's a good thing, and it's something that I would actually now have to kind of work to forget. So I'm very pleased. Sorry if I look like I'm reading from a list. I am really tired. I think combination of recovering from insomnia and the fact that we had a dreary, dreary day today just has made me sluggish and tired, and I took a little nap again, nothing like 4 hours, but still. So I decided if I wanted to make any sense in this video at all, I would just have to write down a couple of the things I wanted to discuss, which, by the way, yay, Alice, is amazingly organized for me. Anyhow, let's see. Breathing good. My goal of getting batteries in my watches. Well, no, because the time that I was going to go to the mall to put the batteries in was this weekend, and this weekend the weather was crappy and I was tired and I just didn't go to the mall. So that goal was not met. In terms of diet goals, being able to figure out a menu for at least 1 week that I felt comfortable with, I did. I have included, now I took into account my laziness. And one of the problems that I have with unhealthy eating is that I tend to be lazy. Sometimes even though I'm here and, I technically have time to cook, I would rather do anything else but cook. And that's what leads me to eating something, unhealthy because it's quick and easy. So I have 2 entrees planned, and when I make them, I make a full size, but there's only one me, so it produces leftovers for several days. And I also came up with alternatives to my salad with tofu on it, my bag lettuce with tofu on it, as quick and dirty dinners. And now I still do that. I still have the seasoned tofu, and of course I have lettuce because I like salads. But one of my fallback foods is there's a particular kind of vegan boxed soup which has wonderful ingredients in it. Nothing artificial. I think there's a little bit. I think there was a little bit of cornstarch added, probably to give the soup some body. But there's no sugar. There's no anything particularly bad. I know I'm rambling. Sorry. So I got several boxes of that to have stocked up on, because I also have a bunch of cans of vegan beans, and these are beans that don't have any preservatives in them. They literally have beans, water, and sea salt. And I've had some of them, and they're not that salty, so they're good. They're healthy, even though they are canned. And in terms of time investment, cooking beans, yes, it might be marginally better than these canned beans, but considering there's not a lot added to them, they're organic, and since I don't like cooking, I'm going to go with the canned beans for now. And I also got some frozen veggies, some frozen greens. So the idea is if I want a quick and dirty dinner, I dump in some soup from the box, add some beans, add some frozen veggies, sprinkle in some frozen kale, shove it all in the microwave, and I have a soup, and I have put forth very little effort. Another quick and dirty thing is I have purchased some barley and quinoa, and instead of making pasta salad with pasta, because pasta is, it's, even if you get whole wheat pasta, the carbs are, more processed than just having the grains. So I know I can do the quinoa tomorrow morning. I can soak it and then just cook it up while I take a shower, and then it'll just be in the fridge. And when I'm done with that, maybe second half of the week, I'll just keep the barley in the fridge and add things to that like you would a pasta salad, like chopped up fresh veggies, some tofu, whatever I feel like. So that'll be the base of grain salads as opposed to pasta salads. And of course, tons and tons of fruit, because I like fruit. And I don't really consider fruit to be bad carbs. I mean, fruit has sugar in it, and maybe from a weight loss perspective, I want to make sure I don't sit down and eat, 3 bananas in one sitting or something. But there's so much in it in terms of healthy nutrients that, substituting a banana for a candy bar is fabulous. So anyway, that goal was met. So 2 goals down, 1 hanging. And I've decided I'm only going to tackle 3 each week so that I don't get overwhelmed. The other thing that I started off as a goal, as part of my figuring out to do about my diet, was reading the health studies and trying to figure out, I think I showed 2 books in one of my previous vlogs, seeing studies and getting information and trying to determine what is best for me and my body. And that's kind of ongoing. I mean, I have the books, I have the resources, and I have the information. So that is now not so much a goal, but just an ongoing process. I'm very happy with my diet plan for this upcoming week. Never make vlogs when you're sleepy. Okay, so the next thing are what am I going to do next week? And the watches I thought about, actually. I got a comment from Cat's Cradle, one of my subscribers. Hi. And she basically described, the situation I'm in now. She always has her cell phone with her, so she never bothers to put watches in her batteries. And that made me pause and think, do I really even want this as a goal? Do I need it as a goal? And I reassessed it, because that's what I'm doing now. I'm relying on a cell phone or whatever computer I happen to be sitting in front of. But I have trouble with personal time management. Time management at home, time management getting places. For instance, I could be planning on meeting a friend at 10 a.m. to go somewhere. Or going over to my sister's, on a Sunday morning. I'm up and showered and dressed and have had something to eat by 8 a.m. So how can I possibly be late? There's gas in the car. Everything I'm taking is, lined up by the front door. And it's because I start all these little tasks to fill in the time in between. And I don't somehow, even though when I think of it, I go and I specifically see what time it is, I do remember that in the past, when the time was on my wrist, and I could come across it sometimes inadvertently just by moving around, I had a much better sense of how I was spending my time, and I used it better. So, I reassessed that, and I decided, yes, I really do need the batteries, so that's back on for next week. And seriously, if somebody sees me here next Sunday talking about still getting batteries on the watches, I want some nasty comments left, please. Okay, the other thing is a yoga video. This is something that was not a goal, it was just an idea. I'd been doing the breathing, and I said, okay, hey, I have to start doing yoga. And Poet Spice showed videos from her collection, and I knew the name of one, and I looked for it on Amazon, and it seemed to be the same video, seemed to be the same people, but the cover was different, and I thought that the number of minutes on the Amazon video was different from the number of minutes on hers. So I got a little stumped, and I wasn't sure whether to order it or not, and then I said, well, I'll have to shoot her an email or a message or whatever it is and ask her. Well, that never happened. So this is my second goal. I know how to do stretches, so I can do some stretches tomorrow morning until I get set with either maybe something on YouTube or online or with a DVD. But my goal is to do stretches every day, and preferably yoga. So while I am doing stretches, just generic stretches that I remember from ballet lessons as a kid and, various exercise programs I've been on through the years, my goal is to find a yoga routine, and I have great resources. I have Poet Spice with her collection, and I have Kelly. Hi, Kelly, Tulip's son. So that by the end of the week I can say, okay, I am going to be I'll either have gotten the DVD already from Amazon, or I will say I have ordered blah blah blah, and this is how I'm going to do it. And then the third one, when I was watching Ask Miss Chris do her wordless retrospective today, she had a category for things that like don't do. And it never occurred to me. I've always thought of a goal as being, I will eat broccoli, I will stretch, not I won't do something. And actually, when I saw that, that really inspired me. There is something that I do all the time that I don't want to do. And that is, I put myself down in my own head all the time. And I had been thinking back on it. I always refer to myself, both mentally and sometimes when I'm around my family, as, the dumpy little fat lady. And I joke around with my nieces, hey, wait up, the steamed dumpling with legs can't move as fast as you can. And, it's negative. It really is negative. I am shorter. I mean, I'm not super short, but I am shorter than many. I am 5'3", and I am 200 pounds. And I am at a weight that is unhealthy, so I'm not going to gloss it over and say I am not overweight. I am, and my body is not happy with it. But the terms dumpy little, in my head, I just find myself thinking I'm the dumpy little fat lady. And it's got to go. And so I want to be aware all this week, every time I catch myself thinking it or even saying it around my family, that I am not. I am short, I am overweight, and I am making an effort to change it because I am not happy that way. But I am still the same Alice that I was when I was 20 and thin and fit. So why, when I was 20 and thin and fit, I didn't walk around saying, I'm the thin, fit 20-year-old. That would be weird. So why suddenly now am I calling myself the dumpy little fat lady? I'm still Alice. And I have to just like I was becoming aware of the posture and the breathing last week, I have to become aware of the putting myself down this week. So that's the goal. Okay, so those are my goals, and I am going to be pursuing those. I just wanted to say a couple of quick things. Hi, Kim, Sissy Knitting. I am bad at remembering people's actual names. I tend to think of them as their YouTube names. And I actually like it when people think of me as Bejeweled Hedgehog because I adore hedgehogs. But anyway, so she is starting a vlog, and it is amazing. She's a fellow Cast-Off crew member. I have been watching her for ages, I think since I first started watching crafting videos, and she showed her dog, and I am petless, so if you have pets and you do a vlog, somebody out here would really enjoy seeing them. Okay, and then I just wanted to say hi again to Charmaine. Hi, Charmaine. Charmaine is my sister in another state. And the problem is I follow videos by getting emails in my inbox, because I always check that little box, send me an email whenever a new video comes out, and generally it's pretty good. But every so often, I'll just say something like, gee, I haven't seen a video by whomever for quite some time, and I'll go to their YouTube page, and there's a whole bunch of them, and the little box is checked, and for some reason, they're just not coming through. So I had no idea that Charmaine had done vlog number 2 until I just stumbled across it today. I'm like, wow, hi, thank you. So anyway, so much for that. And then I also wanted to say hi to Sweet Pagan Rose, although I don't think she watches all these vlogs. But it's funny because, she started my YouTube participation when she accepted me as a member of Cast Off Crew. When this total stranger out of nowhere says, hi, I like to crochet, can I join your group? Oh, by the way, I don't have a webcam. So this is I'm her little monster. She had some faith in me and turned me loose, but I haven't seen any of her videos. And I went and checked on her page because of the email issues. And I'm just wondering, I'm sort of Facebook challenged. So I don't know if she's out there saying hi to everybody and, happily letting people know what's going on Facebook and I'm missing it. But if you're out there, Sweet Pagan Rose, can you just say hi? Or if anybody knows what she's been up to, because I really like her and I miss her. Okay, then I saw something interesting today on Freedom Please. She just put out vlog number 10, and she was talking about a study she had seen on another site, a little talk. It's 3 minutes long, and it struck me as very, very interesting because it didn't seem to suit me. Okay, let me just make some sense out of this. Basically, the little video that she was referring to is a talk by a doctor. I don't know what kind of doctor he is, a psychiatrist or a psychologist. It basically says if you share your goals, you're less likely to meet them. And he cites a study where a group of people were asked to set goals. Half were supposed to tell what they were, the other half were not. Then they were to work on them for 45 minutes. And the people who told what their goals were, shared their goals, quit working after about 33 minutes and felt that they had achieved them or come closer to achieving them. That part was not really clear. And then the people that had not shared them were still working at the end of 45 minutes and did not feel that they had even come close. Now, I am a little baffled because I'm not sure what these goals were. Were they to be completed within that time frame? Were they making lists of, how they wanted to do something? It's a little vague. But, that got me thinking because honestly, I am completely different than that. My birthday was in October of, last one, 2011. And that was when, the big number 50 hit, and I started saying, maybe I should do something about my exercise and eating routine. And I mentioned it to my sister and a couple of friends, maybe, but not really. I didn't really talk about it. It was unpleasant. I didn't want to deal with it. And it really was not until I decided to start vlogging and put up goals and talk about my weight and get it out there that I really started doing anything about it. And I find that sharing them makes me accountable. And I catch myself thinking about things in a completely different way when I know that I'm going to have to talk about them. It affects how I do things. Knowing that I am going to come onto this vlog and share my goals and my successes or failures at meeting them makes me more efficient. The thing with the watches, obviously they've been without batteries for quite a long time, and it's been just a passing thought. And trust me, I was very uncomfortable, believe it or not, about having to come on here and say I did not meet all my goals. And I seriously considered in the rain when I was sleepy today, going out and going to the mall just to do it, just so I could say I met it. which is something without this sharing of the goals and this accountability, I would never have done. Would I be working so hard to figure out the right way of health for me, the right way of eating? Would I say by the end of the week I'm going to have an established yoga routine, at least for this level? I mean, I might say it, like, that'd be nice. And then it would just slide right out of my mind. So, I don't know. I mean, she was asking the question, what did people think? And I think I'll go over there and send her a little comment, because I have found that sharing goals, another thing sharing goals does is it invites interaction from other people. I don't know if I would really even be picking yoga were it not for the influence of Kelly and seeing Poet Spice's videos, and also for some subscribers. And some of the subscribers have made a lot of fun suggestions. One of my issues with exercise is that I don't like it. And I got a suggestion to try belly dancing, and there were some, do some searches on YouTube and learn some basic moves from YouTube before I really invest anything. And I have not forgotten that. I have not done it yet, but that sticks with me. And honestly, the interaction that I have with other vloggers and with subscribers who are amazing, I'm truly, truly amazing, and are genuinely interested and offer phenomenal amounts of help, I couldn't have done what I've done so far. So as far as I'm concerned, the sharing of my goals has really, to me, been the most realistic way of achieving them. Sorry, I keep scratching at my nose. I forgot to take my allergy medicine this morning. And even though it's been raining and there should be no pollen, I'm still itchy. It's just one of those mysteries of spring, which is my favorite season, despite the fact that I itch and sneeze and snuffle all the way through it. So go figure. Life is a mystery. I don't think I'm impeding my goals at all by sharing them. I wouldn't be coming close to achieving anything if I didn't. One other thing I wanted to talk about, scatterbrained, is one of my subscribers, again, interaction, which I happen to love. Her name is Tina, and she came up with a great idea. I don't know how this would work. I don't really know, how to go about it. It's just an idea I'm tossing out, so let me know what you think. About an online reading group or online book club. Because I like to read, and I've noticed a lot of other people like to read. Some people have talked about it in their vlogs. Some people respond with comments to me. And it would be really cool. And if you, I don't know if you want to do it by reading it and trying to figure out Skype or Uvu. There's a little icon on my computer for Skype. I've never seen Uvu, never done any of this kind of thing. Whether we just want to pick a day where we would all post what we thought of the book. If you're not a video maker, then, maybe you could leave your comments. So what do you think? I mean, what kind of forum do you want for it? Is anybody interested? And then the other thing is, what kind of books would you like to read? I would like to put a stipulation on it that we do not pick a recently published hardback such that everybody is obliged to, go pay $16 to $25, depending on, where you manage to get it. I would like it to be paperback, so that it's not going to be too expensive. So, if you're interested, let me know. Comments, give me ideas. And, oh my goodness, now my brain is just suddenly remembering all this stuff. Poet Spice, Jamie Lola Tallulah, hi again, shows her gorgeous jewelry all the time, and I sometimes show mine. And she had an idea that maybe any of us who liked it, liked making jewelry, or who wanted to try making jewelry, could get together and do a mixed media swap. And mixed media simply means you can put more than one thing on your jewelry. Like, how she has wires that hold together beads, that hold together shells, that have the Sculpey clay faces in. Mixed media just means you mix it up. You could do a memory wire bracelet with beads, and then maybe you could tie feathers to it. You just let your creativity go. I mean, I have seen the fabulous stuff that Andi does in her art journals, and that could turn into some mixed media jewelry. So that's another thought, too. I'm just having all these thoughts. Anyhow, I'm also running out of thoughts, and I'm very, very tired. So, good night, everybody. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.